Hello students. Today we will discuss the graph of a function. Actually, graph of a function is very important topic and is a prerequisite to the calculus. So if you want to understand calculus very well, then you must understand graph of every function completely. Or you can say that you should be the master in the graph of a function. So first we'll start with the graph of a straight line. So first form of the straight line graph is y-intercept, y-intercept and slope form. So what is the graph intercept? So suppose one line is there, then this distance is called y-intercept. Intercept. So if the graph is like this, so this will be negative of, and this will be called y-intercept. And what is the slope? Slope is tangent of angle made with the positive x-axis from the x-axis to anti-clockwise side. So tan theta will be called m. So now we want to derive the equation for this type of a straight line. So suppose one variable point is there, that is alpha beta, which will later replace by x and y. So how will derive this equation? So alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is this is alpha. What is beta? This distance is. Let us try another. So suppose one variable point is alpha beta. So what is alpha? Then this distance is called alpha, and this distance is called beta, and this distance is intercept C. So what is this distance? This distance is beta minus C. And this is angle theta, because this angle is theta, so this angle is also theta. Then tan theta is equal to b minus c perpendicular divided by base. So this will be further you solve, then beta is equal to alpha into tan theta plus c. So you replace beta by pi and alpha by x because it's a variable point. So and this one tan theta, that is m. So m plus c. So this is the first form of a straight line. So in two condition also you can try from this. First condition is if slope is 0, then y is equal to c. So slope is 0 means 0 angle making with the x-axis, that is a parallel line. So this is a y is equal to c line, and this is the intercept. So y is equal to 4, then you draw line y is equal to 5, so it draw 5. If slope is infinitive means tan 90 degree. So so then what will happen? So x is equal to 4. Suppose this is the 4 line, 4 distance. Then x is equal to 4, this line. If this is x is equal to this 5, then x is equal to 5, this line. That means you can say whatever the value of y is there, x value remain 5. Here, whatever the x value is there, y value will be remain c, remain 5, remain constant. So this is the first form of the straight line. Now come to the second form of the straight line. Second form of the straight line is second form slope and point. So what is, so we have derived for mx plus c. So one point is there, that is x1 by 1, and slope is there m. So this point will satisfy this equation because this point is lying on this equation. Then y is equal to m x1 plus c. This is the first equation, this is the second equation. So you minus this, y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. This is the second form. So one slope is there, one point is there, you can write equation immediately. Now third form. Third form. It's a 2-point equation. 2-point equation. That means 2 point is given x1 by 1 and second point is x2 by 2. So how we will do that? Equation is there, y is equal to mx plus c. So first point you just satisfy, y is 1 is equal to mx1 plus c. The second point is y2 minus m x2 plus c. 1, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. You do 2 minus 3. So what will happen? Or 3 minus 2. You can do both, whatever you want. So y2 minus y1 is equal to m common x2 minus x1. So that implies m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is m. So put this m in both the formula. So y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 plus and x1 c, and this one y is equal to y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 x2 minus x1 into x plus c. And in third also you can put, that is not an issue. So y2 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x2 plus c. So this is equation. Suppose this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So what you do from 6 to 6 minus 4, so y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. This is the equation. Or you can also write y minus y2 is equal to y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 and x minus x2. So if you are taking y1, then here x1 you have to take. If you are taking y2, then here x2 will have to take. So this is the, I think, fourth form of the equation. This is fourth form, third form. Now come to the fourth form. The fourth form is intercept form. So what is the intercept? Intercept is, suppose this line is there. So this is A, this is B, y intercept is B, and x is intercept A. So it can be this one also. So this is B, this is minus C. Similarly, in any coordinate you can say. So let us assume this one. So if this is B, then this coordinate will be 0, B, and this coordinate will be A, 0. So 2 points, then you use 2-point equation. So y minus, suppose we are using this one. So y minus B is equal to y2. What is y2? y2 0. 0 minus B divided by A minus 0 and x minus 0. Because you have taken y1 this one, so this you have to take. So what will happen? Y minus B divided by B. is equal to minus x by a. So y by b, x by a, and b b 1. So a. This is the fourth form. Now come to the fifth form of the straight line. So what is the fifth form? Fifth form is normal form. So normal, what is normal form? Suppose this is the x-axis, this is y-axis. Now this will line. So suppose one perpendicular you are drawing and the length of the perpendicular is p. And this perpendicular is making alpha angle with the positive side of x-axis. So how you are going to do that? So this point is what? This point is, this is p, this is hypotenuse. So will be, this length will be p by cos alpha. So this coordinate will be p by cos alpha 0. And what will be this length? This is 90 degree minus alpha, 90 degree minus alpha. So p by cos 90 degree minus alpha means p by sin alpha. So this coordinate will be 0, p by sin alpha. So the equation will be y minus p by sin alpha divided by p 0 minus p by sin alpha divided by p by cos alpha is equal to say into x minus 0. This point we have to take 0. So pb got cancelled, and this is y sin alpha minus p is equal to cos alpha minus x. So that will be y sin alpha plus x cos alpha is equal to p. This is the fifth form of the equation. Now come to the sixth form, that is general equation. So general equation, that is nothing but intercept form. Suppose you are having equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So you can write by is equal to minus ax minus c, or you can say this d. So d, so y is equal to minus a by b x minus d by b. So minus a by b is nothing but slope, and minus d by b is nothing but intercept. So if are given such type of equation like 3x plus 2 by plus 5 by 0. So immediately you can say m is equal to minus a by b. So minus 3 by 2. And what is the intercept? C minus t. So minus 5 by 3. Minus by 2. Sorry. B no, minus t by b. So this is the intercept. So you can write equation immediately. Y is equal to minus 3 by 2 x minus 5 by. So now I'll come to the seventh form of the equation. That is parametric form. Seventh form. So suppose line is there. This is the angle theta. This some point is there. Some point is x1 y1. Here some variable point alpha beta is there. So what is the alpha? Alpha is total distance from here to here. It is alpha, and here to here it is beta. So what will be the this distance? This distance will be alpha minus x1. And what will be the this distance? This distance is beta minus y1. So tan theta. This angle theta. This, will also be angle theta. So tan theta is equal to b minus y1 divided by alpha minus x1. So replace alpha beta this is sine theta by cos theta. So this will be y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. So equation will be x minus x1. Uh, this one that will be cos theta and y minus y1 by sine theta. And this is what? This is this length. So this is this length. So if you have to write a coordinate of any variable point, so in x is equal to L cos theta plus x1 and y is equal to L sin theta plus y2. So this you can utilize. What is L? L is the distance between that fixed point to that another point which you want to find out. So this is also very important. So these are the equation of a straight lines. This is a very important. As we know that any linear equation can be written in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, where m is tan theta. What is tan theta? Tan theta is the tangent of angle made by positive x-axis and that line. So that is tan theta. And what is c? C will be the intercept on y-axis. So let us see, let us move this one. M we are moving, angle we are reducing and increasing with C and keeping the constant. Now it has become negative. So you see, when M is moving, only is rotating about the y-intercept. Now let us have this. See, angle remains same and the y-intercept is getting reduced. And the equation, what is the y-intercept? That is the C, that we can see the changes. See, here is the changes. So this is the linear equation. So linear equation is nothing but the equation of a straight line, where M is the tangent of the angle made by the line with the positive x-axis and C is the intercept. C. Now suppose we are giving thus 1. 1 means tan theta is equal to 45 degree. So see, then it has become 45 degree. And the C is intercept is -4. So now if increase C, then line will going like this. Line is just adjusting itself. And this is the intercept. Hello students, welcome to the another session of basic math. So here we'll discuss about the quadratic polynomial function graph. So what is quadratic polynomial? Suppose fx is equal to a2 x square plus a1 x plus a0. Then if a2 is not equal to 0 and a2, a1, a0 all are real numbers, then this is called polynomial function. So we want to know that how what will be the nature of nature of graph. Graph means graph between fx versus x. So this is the x, is the y fx, right? And this is the x line. If first, if a2 is positive, then graph will be concave upward, upward first. So concave upward means graph can be as here, 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 something like that. So two roots, if you cutting x-axis, then roots are there. Here it is not cutting x-axis, so root are not there. So it's very important to know that whether it's a cutting x-axis or it's a not cutting x-axis. So how will know? So that I will know through the nature of D. What is D? D is A1 square minus 4 A2 and A0. So this is called D. So if D is positive, then it will cut at two places. If D is negative, then it will not cut. So now we can draw in inference that if A2 is positive and D is negative, then Fx will always be positive. Uh, and if cutting at two place, then up to this interval, this interval, it will be negative, and from this interval here and here, it will be positive. Now come to the second point. Second point, if A2 is negative, then it will be concave downward, concave downward. So again, it can be like this, or like this. So here A2 is negative, A2 is less than 0, and D is also less than 0. Then Fx will be always negative. And if D is positive, suppose D is positive, then up to this portion Fx is positive, and for this interval and this interval, this Fx is negative. So we can so we can find root by converting polynomial by equating it to 0. Because in graph, see here, Fx is equal to 0, Fx is equal to 0. So we'll get the value of x only when we'll put it to 0. So suppose ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then this point, alpha and beta, suppose this is alpha, this is beta. Then alpha will be minus b by 2a plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. And beta will be minus b by 2a minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. So let us have some example. Fx is equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Then root will be root will be because this can be factorized x plus 3 plus x plus 2. So root will be minus 3 and minus 2. So the graph here, the a coefficient is this is positive, so it will concave upward and it will cut at two places, minus 3 and minus 2. So minus 3 somewhere here, minus 2 somewhere here. So it will be something like that. So value of fx will be negative from minus 3 to 2 and positive minus infinity to minus 3, sorry, minus 2, minus 3 in 1 minus 2 to infinity will be positive. So now have some other example. Fx is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. If factorize, then it will be x minus 3, x minus 2. So now again, coefficient of x square is positive and the root is 3 and 2. So 3 and 2 you see somewhere 2 will be here, 3 will be here, this will be concave outward. So fx will be negative up to 2, 3 and will be positive. So suppose we are having a function fx is equal to x square plus x plus 1. So here you cannot factorize. Why? Because b square minus 4ac is negative. b1 1 minus 4 into 1 into 1, that is minus 3. 2 minus 3. So you cannot factorize. So what will be in the graph? So graph will be whether it's either up, uh, it will be either upward like this or this. So since this one is positive, so this will be this one. That means fx will be always positive. Will be always positive for any value of x. So for this information, we can know the maximum and minimum value also of fx. So what is the maximum and minimum value? Suppose any quadratic function is there and graph is there. So this is called vertex. And this vertex is minus b by 2a and minus d by 4a. So suppose this one is x-axis. So this distance is minus d by 4a and from here to here distance is minus d by 2a. So we are having suppose function fx is equal to x square, suppose x minus 2, x minus 3 or x square minus 5x plus 6. So what is the d? B square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac is 25 minus 24. That is equal to 1. So minus d by 4a is equal to minus d by 4a is equal to 1 divided by 2a. 1 divided by 4a. So a is 1. So it will be 4. So this value will be 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus d by 4 minus 1 by 4. So this value will be minus d by 4. So what is the minimum value of this polynomial? This polynomial is minus 1 by 4. Now let us solve some other questions like fx is equal to 2x plus 3, 3x plus 4. So how the graph will be? So first you find A. So A is positive. Then you find D. D is B square minus 4AC. 9 minus 4 into 4 into 2. That is negative. So graph will be something like that. And the what will be the minimum value? So minus D is 4, 4 there 16, 32, 32 minus 9. 32 minus 9 is minus 23. So graph will be minus D by 4A. Minus 23 divided by 8. So this and minus minus plus because it is minus. So this will be 23 by 8. So minimum values of this polynomial is 23 by 8. And this value can calculate by minus 3 by 2a. So minus b is what? Minus b is minus 6. And 2a is 4. That means this graph will lie here somewhere. Because x value negative, so this value will be negative. And this is positive. Thank you. Now we will see the behavior of quadratic function. So quadratic function we know is a equation of parabola. So let us see a, which is the coefficient of x square. If it is negative, then c is a now concave downward, and if it is positive, then it's a concave upward. And if it is 0, then it's become a straight line because a becomes 0, then equation become bs plus c. That is a linear equation, and linear equation is the equation of a straight line. So if a increase positive, a positive, then concave upward, and a negative, this is concave downward. This is the first property. Now, what is the coordinate of vertex? Coordinate of vertex is minus b by 2a and minus d by 4a. What is d? D is b square minus 4ac. So, you calculate that, you will get 5, 4.5. That is the vertex. And what is this point? This point is y-intercept. What is y-intercept? That is c. So c, if we see increase, decrease, this y-intercept is increasing and decreasing. And when it is cutting x-axis, then that is the root. So if it is not cutting x-axis, then there will be no root. See, here it is not cutting any x-axis, so there is no root. So in no root condition, b square minus 4ac will be negative. So if a is positive and b square minus 4ac is negative, then there will be no root and the total graph will be above x-axis. So if c is, if a is negative, then it's a concave downward, and b square minus 4ac is also negative. So if b square minus 4ac is negative and a is also negative, then total graph will be below x-axis. Therefore, there won't be any root. So now this is the graph. Suppose A, B are increasing. So is graph got changed. So graph is x square plus x minus 1.2. So minus 1.2 is what? This is a y-intercept. Thank you.